Come on, you cunt. Real quick. This is Triggerman Podcast, episode 36. That's what's going on right now. Shit. Am I even in the camera frame? I am, okay, yeah. I wore a fucking really nice muscle top for you, Derek. Like so. Or
you look sexy, man.
Yes. That's all I want. I'm calling you Derek, but
you can call me Derek. Yeah.
Well, this is your fucking name.
It's my name.
Yeah. But more famously known. What's your fucking stage name?
D-Punk.
D-Punk.
Yeah. From
the band DK0. Beautiful man. And we were just talking about real quick for anyone listening or watching or wherever. Hi everyone, Jimmy Trigger, Triggerman Podcast. Derek, aka D-Punk. One of the two very pretty people in the band DK0. How we met just was really funny. We were talking about it off mic and stuff, but I have this weird perception, as I've said in many podcasts before, about musicians. Not a giant fan. And I've said this like a million times before. If you meet a guy that looks like me, there's a massive likelihood he's a giant douchebag. I'm totally okay with that.
Well, I'm glad you weren't a douchebag.
Yeah. And that's what I was telling, like, so I'll go back real quick. So like a year ago, my new rule, shut up, phone. God damn it, I'm an asshole. When I was trying to like combat, like kind of, I talk a lot about depression and anxiety and all that shit. When I was trying to do that, I was like, and then I get like really bad social anxiety and stuff. So I said, if anyone ever asks me anywhere, I'm going. That's it. I just have to go. Fuck the anxiety like that. So 4th of July this year, your missus Kate, Kato Punk, like, so weird the way you all have the same names. Kate, because your real names. She texts me and she's like, "Hey, come out. It'll be my guy and a few of the girls are there." And I was like, "All right." Well, I can't say no. It's my rule. I'm like, so I contacted one of the lads, cruised out to your fucking mini mansion or whatever you call it.
The mini mansion.
The mini mansion on it. And then I was like, all right, one of two things can happen here. All these people are assholes. Or it'll be okay and I'll never talk to him again. And what actually happened was, after polishing off a 24 box of Corona with you, I think we fell in love.
Yeah. I think that's right.
And then a month later, a bromance has grown. And it's like, no, it's just like I've told, but it's good. It's good for me as well. Like I've told so many people about my 4th of July. It's been fucking wonderful. Like, and the weird thing is, I tell my ma about shit that I do all the time now, because she like mothers, they worry. I don't know if your parents alive or anything. Yeah. Like, they still worry. It doesn't matter what fucking age you are. So I'll send them pictures. Ma, I went to a party.
Check this out.
Yeah, look at me. There was girls and shit there. I was like, but I actually fell in love with a dude.
And it blossomed.
But yeah, and then she's super happy for me, because she knew like the social thing for me was always like, it's just hard. I get nervous. I get weird.
Has it always been tough?
I figured parts of it out. As I was telling you about my therapy, when I go to therapy, I normally spend too much time thinking about it, and then I have kind of figured it out
by the time you get there.
Yeah, but then I asked the therapist, like, is this what do you think? But so my thing is, I was raised with a abusive alcoholic dad, and it only kind of resonated throughout the decades of me being a man. But I just realized, like, all the way through my adulthood, even to now, drunk people really fucking scare me. And it's like an echo of the past. But also, I was a small child getting hammered on by this fully grown drunk man. So no, but that's it. So now, even though like I'm bigger than most fucking of the guys, like most little pussy ass skinny bitch musicians, fuck you, you know who you are. Fucking assholes. Fucking bend you over and fucking, no, I won't do that. That's rude. Okay. But it's drunk people in general, I just get nervous. Like, it just makes me nervous. So,
how is that around shows for you? Like performing and stuff like that?
So then there's the thing. When I'm performing shows, I don't know how you are, if you even have any kind of social anxiety. If I'm in a show, I'm there to do a job. But I also have a place to go hide. But I have a purpose to be there. So the likelihood of my logic, I don't know what good that is. The likelihood of me getting fucked with, because I'm there to do a job. People know I'm there to do a job. I always introduce myself to security. That's my big thing. Like, so I always make sure the doorman knows who I am. The guys at the stage know who I am. And I get on with those kind of guys, the rough and ready kind of that's who I get along with. I always make sure the people that work there know who I am and why I'm there, and then the night tends to go easier. But also, like, if it is getting chaotic, I can walk away and just hide somewhere for a bit and get ready and mentally prepare. Because I do, like, it's very much I don't know how it is for you. I watched a bunch of your YouTube videos.
I have to mentally prepare.
Yeah,
for sure. Like, definitely
for live shows. Like, it's just because for me it's very physical. Like, so I watched a bunch of your YouTube videos though, so there was a lot of chaos and like you're like very physically emotive as well. Like, so it's like, but hey, tell me about your music. Tell us about your music. I want to talk about that.
Okay.
Your new album.
The new album, yeah.
It's fucking really
Cyber
good.
Sex Inc. Oh, thank you.
I'm going to start with this. I know I'm talking a lot at the start. I'm sorry. You'll talk in a second. I don't tell people I like their music because I don't like their music. I'm dead serious. I'm an asshole. Like, I mostly only listen to the songs I'm writing, working on, or old bands that I like.
Yeah.
I listened to, you had 4 or 5 songs up for a couple of weeks before the album dropped.
Yeah.
I just listened to them on repeat for a good solid 2 weeks in my car. Like, I was like, shit, these are really good. And I meant to fucking like text you guys and be like, this is really fucking good. Like, it's super. If you've never heard it, DK0, the album's name is
Cyber Sex Inc.
Of course it is.
Yeah.
Of course it is. Tell me about it. How'd you do it? Where'd you do it? Dude, it's fucking really good.
Thank you.
Holy shit. I can't believe I get to say it. That's someone I actually mean it. Like,
well, it actually means something to me to hear you say it.
Yeah,
so
dude, your band's really good. Whatever.
So good. Yeah. No, it's fucking great, man.
Yeah, cool song.
Well, it's our second record. When I guess, do you want me to give you some history of like whatever? Yeah. Okay, yeah. So Kato and I met. When Kato and I met, back in like 2015, we moved in together, and we were talking about like, you know, what can we do like creatively together? And she was doing fashion and modeling and all the stuff that she was doing, and I had always done music, and she'd always wanted to be part of a band, and in previous relationships for her, she was dating a guy who was a singer in a band, and he pretty much told her, you can't sing and you shouldn't be in a band and forget about this stuff. And as soon as I heard all that information and all this stuff, yeah, he was a fucking douchebag. I'm like, no, fuck that. We're turning this around. We're going to start something. We're going to have fun, and it's going to be focused on you. You know, we're going to make this work.
That's amazing.
Yeah. So at the time, again, both kind of going through these shitty relationships and divorces and all that stuff, the beauty of life. And
it's just so funny because that's what it is. It's life.
It's life.
Deal with it.
I know. So yeah, the way we dealt with it was we were like, what music is like inspiring us right now? What makes us feel, I don't know, kind of get through these feelings that we have? What will help us kind of express this thing? And I hadn't really experienced like new metal industrial that much before. I've heard some songs here and there, but I didn't like dive into it, you know.
What were you originally into?
Well, as I was a session bass player, so
fuck me, really? So you're actually talented.
Well, I toured for 20.
He's also modest.
24, 25 years.
Yeah, no, you're fine. Okay, we get it. You're talented.
Yeah. Anyways, so yeah, my background was definitely like different, but she started showing me some stuff like, you know, Manson and Downward Spiral and like a bunch of other shit, Static X and stuff that I just hadn't really listened to.
Wow.
And it started just bringing up this energy inside of me. I was like, where the fuck was I when all this shit was happening? Like,
what were you listening to?
I totally missed. Dude, I was touring in blues bands and jazz bands and
I get it. You're talented.
Doing records and stuff like that. Like I was just doing other stuff, you know, stuff that was paying my bills, basically.
Fucking sick. All right. Never mind. Music that actually pays. What is this music that pays people?
What is this? What is this? But yeah, so it was just like it hit something in me, and I was looking around the music scene, and I'm like, felt like nobody was really doing any kind of new iterations of that energy. Like, people were doing rock, obviously, you know, and there was some screamy, heavy stuff, and there was some, I guess, industrial, but maybe more on the EBM side and stuff, German industrial. But I just felt like it was missing this one element, and I'm like, let's do that. Let's take this that we love and let's do it now. Yeah. And so that's what we started doing. And so yeah, our first record was very, I guess, quintessentially industrial rock, you know. And the second record, we wanted to really break away from that in a cool way.
Yeah.
We wanted to bring even more energy to it, more like crank the tempos up a bit, like get the adrenaline pumping.
Boppy, like,
yeah.
I'm in the car, I'm just like, yeah.
And we were working with Charles Callahan Massimo.
Yeah.
And Davey Suicide had referred us to Charles.
Fucking French dudes. Motherfucker. Good thing we get along now, huh, Charles? Kidding. I actually think he's probably dead serious. I will say he's in my top 2 favorite producers I've ever worked with ever. Like, so besides all personal stuff aside, no, he's like, the man's a talent.
He's
like,
amazing, and he works so fucking fast, dude.
Oh,
like,
it's
crazy,
disgusting. Like,
I learned a lot by just sitting behind him in the studio and watching him work.
Yeah,
and not even really asking questions, just staying sober and watching what's going on. I'm like, whoa.
I remember I did an album with him I did 2 albums with him, but one in France, like, so. And
that's what you told me,
dude. It was so because I work fast. I like a fast workflow. Like, I sing. Like, I'm not jack of all trades, master of none. But like I've said before, it's not an ego thing. I am really good at being a studio vocalist. Like, I'm on point 99.9% of the time. So I'm not, and I'm writing on the spot as well. So me and him, I remember doing the album. He'd walk away for 15 minutes, come back, goes like, you got something, let's go. And I do it, and it's like first or second take, and that's it. And then he's doing your magic, and it's like, so it's like, I like that fucking workflow. Like,
dude, it's so good.
Yeah, and I've worked with other producers where it's like, do a line, 45 minutes go by, and he's like, oh, just give me 1 second, just do a bit of correction.
You're like, come on.
You're fucking I want to take a nap.
I think we were slowing Charles down on the writing side, just in terms of coming up with the lines and stuff, and making it go flow as fast as I think he wanted to work. But
but that's like that's
everybody
part of his job
different.
though as well. You got to have patience as well. Like, so, like, producers need patience, because like, not like, I talk to a bunch of, like, I like talking to singers and stuff, because it's just interesting. Like, because I'm not an auto-tune person. Like, funny thing, I'm very proud of this. I can't I naturally sing with a rasp, like, so auto-tune doesn't pick up my vocal ever. Like, it can't. So it can't do it. So it just, like, it won't register on the auto-tune. So I was talking to Mitch Marlowe, who's like a fantastic producer. He did my last single. He does like Papa Roach and In This Moment, all that. And he's like, I was talking about you the other day. He goes, to these other producer guys. Like, I was like, what were you saying? He goes, oh no, it's just like, we couldn't register you on autotune, so you just had to, and I finished the sentence, do it correctly. Like, so no worries. I'll just sing it right.
How about I do that?
Just like,
how about I do it right the first time?
How about I just sing it right? Like, so, like, sure, my timing isn't perfect, but you can time correct shit. Like, but, like, so, and he was like, all the time. There's my thing. I have a horrific timing there, like, because I get into it. But pitch, tune, all that shit, got it. No worries, easy every time. But that's why I like working with fast producers, because now they're not wasting time auto-tuning and fucking fixing shit and, like, what can I say? I'm really good. No, I'm not. But no. You got to know your strengths. But like,
you have to know your strengths.
Yeah, but I asked you as well. Like, so you did like how many songs did you do with Charles?
Oh yeah. So when we met Charles, it was at the very end of the first record.
Okay.
And basically, how we started writing with him for the new one is I took what I thought were our 2 best songs off the first record, and I let him remix those. And that's when he impressed me. That's when I was like, oh shit.
He did all his extra.
Yeah. He just turned them around into something that I felt like I wasn't capable of doing myself at that time, and it was awesome. And that's when we signed up. We were like, okay, cool, let's do a couple more songs. So we decided to write 2 from scratch with him, and we did the Shoot to Kill and Acid Rocket with him. And those were immediately following our first record, and we waited to release those. You know, I just kind of held them.
Hell yeah,
I held them close to my heart. You know?
I've got many songs on many hard drives. They're mine.
So yeah, we did those, and I was like, man, we should do a couple more. So we ended up doing a couple more, and on the next batch of songwriting, I wanted to write something that was like science fiction. And I know that sounds fucked up and weird, but I was like, I want to do something that's like sci-fi industrial.
Keep talking, sorry.
And Charles was like, that's not really in my scope of writing. He's like, I don't really. He's like, I can't really help you or direct you lyrically. So like, you're gonna have to 100% just like do everything.
Do you mean
this.
like musically as well, or just like lyrically?
No, like, well, so musically, the way we were working at the time was I would write like 5 or 6 arrangements and bring them to him, and he'd pick like 1 or 2 that he liked out of those arrangements, and he would take that basic arrangement and he would fuck with it. He would transform it into something that turned into what we released on the album, basically. So at the core of it, there was my inspiration, and then it turned into his inspiration, and then it came back to me for my inspiration for lyrics. So it was crazy.
Like I remember like I can barely speak English as it is, even though it's my first language. Like I remember writing lyrics with this guy, and he's like, "You're French. You can't. What are you talking about?" He's like, "You say a different word for." I was like, "Oh, you shut the fuck up, please."
Shut it.
I got this. Okay, I don't, but whatever. I'll just scream it. Fuck it. Yeah, go on.
Well, we had fun. I mean, we sat down and like he got involved in lyric writing for some of those songs, like Boom Boom. For sure. He was like, oh, I think it should be we go boom boom on your big butt, because I was like, I came in with like it goes.
That was the first one I heard.
I was like, it goes bang bang, and I wanted to do a song that was about like bang bang, or like. It's something about your butt, but I had some other inspiration thing. And he's like, no, but it goes boom boom on your big butt. And it goes bang bang like a big hoe,
Oh my god! And by the way, that's the chorus lyrics.
I was dying so fucking hard when he said it to me, and I'm like, okay, this definitely has to be the chorus. So let's fucking figure this out,
I do that like on the first EP I released under my band, a Triggerman. The biggest song to date is like, it's not even the chorus, it's just a repetitious thing that happens through the song. That's me going, move motherfucker, get out of my way, over and over again. So it's like, hey, what do you say? Move motherfucker. And I say it like 50 times in the song. And Matt, who was writing with me, goes, dude, those lyrics are stupid. And he goes, trust me.
Like, check this out.
Just trust me. To this day, it's always our encore song. I don't have to sing it. Everyone knows it. They fucking go on and going, boom boom on my big cut.
I told you.
It's like, that's the shit. Like, it's like, and I heard that song for the first time. I was like, what did I just listen to? Like, so, and then I remember listening to it again, and I was like, wait, I gotta go. But what the hell did I just listen to? Because I was like, what is this song even about? I was like,
what the hell?
I'm trapped in the fucking chorus. It's just like.
So the song really is about like. A dude that lives in a shitty flat. A shitty flat. He's like squatting in a flat.
I love that there's actually a story.
Yeah, no, that's the story. It's a dude that lives in a shitty flat. He's squatting it. And this one girl who is like super hot, wants to fuck him all the time for his drugs, but doesn't want to live with him.
Okay.
Yeah. And so she comes over and he goes like bang bang on her big butt like a big hoe, right? And right before it kicks into that first chorus, so there's the intro chorus, but right before it kicks in the first chorus, you hear me go titty fuck.
I know.
Yeah, but it's all like distorted and stuff. But yeah,
dude, it's so fucking funny.
And so yeah, it's about titty fucking.
All right.
Yeah,
cool.
yeah.
And banging on
in
big
a bendo.
Butts. Yeah. Dude, but it's like I like if what the song is called. What's that one called again?
Boom boom.
Boom boom. So bang bang boom boom. Check that one out first if you're listening to it, because it's like I did say it to you, and I don't know, like it's like a heavy version of like a Diantwood or Diantwort or whatever you call them, like but like it's that kind of, it has that quirkiness between the two people in it as well. Like it's kind of like you are this sadistic character voice in it, and like she's so cutesy and like innocent. Like I really like I'm all about tones and vocal tones. Like that's what I like. So
yeah.
But like it's such a cool. I like the blend between your guys' voices because they're so fucking polar opposites. You're so like sinister and fucking like I don't know what the word is. Not evil, but like just like it's sinister. It's like really fucking.
It's a little dark.
Yeah, it's dark. Like, and she comes in with that, like, like, what the fuck am I listening to? It's just so funny. Like, and even and again, I love programming, so like the programming is all fucking super, like, really good. Again, I know Charles has a lot to do with that. If Like he does a lot of big bands, like really big bands as well, and like that's his programming is his jam. I think. Like he's a master programmer and producer. But like
he's really good.
You said though you did. What's the last single you did?
Replicate.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I really like that song.
Thank you.
No, but that's like, it had like legitimate like chorus, like big chorus line for me to sing along. So that's my shit.
That's my shit too. Yeah. So I love heavy.
Did we just
industrial.
become best friends?
I think we just became. We can have so much more room for activities, dude.
Karate in the garage. Shit. I gotta stop saying that to people. No, I remember. So you released that one. Follow the link to the YouTube video, and I listened to that one. I was like, oh, this is completely different. But then I remember you did say that you wrote a bunch of those ones.
Yeah. So like we did a bunch of songs with Charles, and then I went back and I wanted to test my skills and save a little cash.
Yeah, no shit.
And I did the kind of second half of the record basically. Yeah. And that was the first single I've ever released that I produced to that level, where I wrote it, I started it, I did everything on it, and I sang it, everything.
Yeah, I
produced
really like
it, mixed it,
one,
mastered it, like the whole thing.
I like the boom boom bang bang. I like the boom boom bang bang one because it's like it's so off the wall and quirky and crazy. Like so, but like if I was to pick a song that like is more me, like the Replicate one is just because it's solid. Like I listened to it, dude. I swear to God, I listened to that song on repeat for like a solid half hour, just going over it. Because like I'll listen to it open-minded, then I'll go back and I was like, all right, let's see, can I? And then immediately I'm singing, all right, there's the chorus, and I'll go back to see, can I find all the hidden shit that you're adding in, like all the little weird, quirky fucking words or like little programming beeps or blops, like so.
Yeah.
I like, but I'm a chorus guy. Like I'm like a total. I subscribe to the philosophy: don't bore us, get to the chorus.
Get to the chorus.
Yeah. and everything leading up to the chorus better be catchy. I like pop music. Like I love pop music.
Like, I like pop music too, man.
Yeah.
My favorite thing is being able to drive down the fucking road and sing a goddamn song. Like, yeah. I feel like I'm not hearing enough of that these days. Like, I'm not hearing enough, like, big fucking choruses. No. And that's what I like.
The days of fucking, like, boy bands are gay. They had good songs. Like, so
maybe I need to do an industrial boy band song.
Dude, I'm
like,
fucking...
take one and make it chorus, heavy,
bro.
dude.
Yeah,
let's do this.
Okay. Backstreet Boys song.
Let's do this. Let's do a Backstreet Boys song, dude.
Which one? I don't give a fuck. See, there's the thing.
I love this so much, dude.
I love Backstreet Boys, dude.
Okay.
I go watch them right now. Like I because in Ireland, the UK, like boy bands, like back in the 90s and early 2000s, it was like the biggest fucking, like there was a boy band every 2 fucking feet apart. Like there was fucking.
Oh, they're blowing up in Ireland,
dude. Like the biggest boy band in the world that sold more #1 hits than the Beatles is from Ireland. They're called Westlife, and it is the worst garbage you've ever heard in your life. It's trash.
I feel like I have heard that.
I hated them. I hated that band. Like I was like,
it's
fuck.
like the antithesis.
Yeah,
of
but I like the American stuff. I like Backstreet Boys. Like, and I like guys with like super big ballads, and like my thing. I was a choir boy, so I fucking love harmony.
You were a choir boy,
dude. Catholic school choir boy, please. Love you, Jesus, if you're up there somewhere. Yeah, Jesus, I love you, bro. Whatever. No, I lost all the religious aspect to it, but no. But the one thing I will say is like choir. When I went to the dark side, it did give me the gift of harmony. So I was like going, all right, like singing in a fucking 30-40 piece choir, you can't be out. Like, you can't, and it's all like, it's always 3-way harmony. Like church choirs are always singing in fucking harmony, like no matter what. Like, so it's just and I was a tenor, so one of the lead tenor boys. It's just easy. So like the one thing for me, I was talking to someone yesterday, a musician, talking about her album and stuff. And I was like, she was discussing like how she was having a hard time doing the harmonies for the record and blah blah blah. And goes, that's the one thing I can just like bang my head off the wall and they'll just fall out of my ear. I'm like, there, I have them. They're there. I can do harmonies on the spot immediately all the time. And like, again, thank you, Jesus. I don't know who do I thank for that.
Well, I guess if you spend so much time around that, like just hearing it all the time, you're gonna know where to stack it.
Yeah, but also like just like. again, boy bands they were big for a reason, you know. Like, it was easy on the ear. It is catchy. I don't give a shit dude. Katy Perry is so fucking good. I don't care.
She's
a monster singer. Like, so there's certain pop artists that are fantastic. Like, so, and I don't see any big pop artists that I like anymore, or like I don't even know what fucking pop music is anymore, to be honest.
I'm not sure. There's like such a big turnover of
like Justin Timberlake, but
things right now.
That's probably 10 years ago as well.
I
don't know any pop artists.
He's not big. He's just not like the most current thing right now. Yeah.
I know like SoundCloud rapper stuff or whatever. I don't get it. I don't think I'm too old for it. I just don't see the musical appeal. I don't think there is much musical appeal.
Yeah.
If I'm being dead serious.
There's some like I guess you call it like dark wave or something like that that's coming out right now. It's kind of that 80s throwback.
Okay. I'm old enough for that, I guess.
Yeah.
Like, so
there's some decent harmonies and melodies and stuff.
And that's my problem with like metal bands as well, because I'm a metal guy or a metal musician or a hard rock metal musician.
Yeah.
That's not an excuse to not have melody.
Exactly.
I don't get me wrong. I fucking love heavy bands and whatever. I'm like, yeah, sick, dude. Fucking like, nothing that a chorus wouldn't fix, but you know, whatever. It's like, but it's true. Like, it's just like, and then like, can anyone sing? Well, no. I was like, oh, okay, like, okay. I guess you're lacking in your instruments or whatever. I don't know. Yeah, and that's why like I love like Kill Switch Engage or something like that. Like, I love the heaviness, the aggression, but I fucking want those goddamn choruses. I want the big singing, because that's where the emotion is. Like, so, or like you're saying, like you mentioned Static X. Like I did the second last tour of with Wayne, his second last tour before he died. Yeah.
Were you opening for him?
Yeah, we're main support. Main support. Yeah, it was really cool.
For the whole tour?
Yeah, it was awesome. Like, so my bass player at the time, my bass player at the time, he played in Wayne's band as well. So that was my,
okay.
And then I was in a band with the guys from Cold Chamber, if you ever remember them.
Yeah.
So I was in a band with those guys. So it was a gang of
the main guy's Devil Driver now.
That's Dez. So he that was his Devil Driver is his main band, and then Cold Chamber, the guitar player and the drummer, Mikey and Miggs. They had a side project band. When I moved to LA, I accidentally fell into it.
Oh, cool.
I got the gig, and then I was in a band with a bunch of famous dudes, I guess, or whatever. And then it was me. And then, again, our bass player played for Wayne as well on the side. So we got that tour. But it was like he doesn't sing, but it's catchy, dude.
It's catchy.
It's catchy as fuck. Like, so it's, what did they call it? Something disco? Evil Disco.
Evil Disco.
Yeah, and I didn't get it. Like, and then we did the tour, and I was like, shit, this is like really catchy.
This is cool.
Everyone's dancing and shit. Like, so.
When Kate first played it for me, I didn't dislike it. I just wasn't a huge Static X fan.
Yeah.
I was falling straight into more of like Power Man 5000 had choruses, and like Manson had some choruses, and like I was looking for that kind of chorus thing.
Yeah.
But after I got through all that stuff, and I was like, well, what else is there?
Yeah.
And Kate's like, well, you could try the Static X again. And I was like, ding, ding, ding.
It's got a lot to offer. Yeah, it does have a lot to offer.
I was like, that's what I wanted.
Yeah.
Like, when I was trying to figure out, because I'd never screamed before, like on a record or anything like that. So when I did the first album, I was like trying to figure it out. I'm like, I know what I need to do.
Yeah.
I just don't know exactly how to do it.
How do I make my body do it?
And like watching live Static X concerts, there was one moment in one concert where the band stopped and he was talking to the audience, but he was talking in the same voice that he was screaming in. And I'm like, oh, like it clicked. I'm like, that's how he does it. And then I just went to my mic and started doing it. And I'm like,
professional wrestler.
I literally recorded a song, and I was like, Kate, come here. And she went and listened to it. She's like, how the fuck did you do that? I'm like, I just watched this thing, dude. I'm like, Wayne taught me, man.
You fucking show me how to do it. But that's the thing, people don't want to sing. They'll ask me like, how do you fucking do it without fucking yourself? Like your tone and stuff is like, it's individual to you as well. So like trying to replicate like someone, like no one's ever going to sound like Wayne Static.
You can't
ever,
and I don't.
But like to learn off, or like. Yeah, like get just like you said. Oh, that's how he's like. He's projecting his voice this way. It's going to sound different when you do it.
Correct.
Like that's what I think most people when they're learning it, that they try so hard to replicate.
Yeah, yeah.
Like, well, it's not your tone, it's not your voice, not the timbre in your voice. Like, it's like yours is different. Use the technique, and you'll find yours.
You'll
and
find
like,
your voice.
Yeah. And that's like again, I know how to sing. Like, people are like, can you teach people? I couldn't. I don't know how. I know I can do it. That's about it.
Yeah.
And I figured it out over many, many fucking years. But
yeah.
like, guys, like, I love like, say, for example, Staying on the Wayne thing, like, no, like, big giant, well, no, they had that, call you so cold, yeah. Like, they rarely had a big singer chorus.
Yeah.
But when you have such a unique tone to your voice or something, you can sell it. Like, people always know. I always think of the Avenged Sevenfold kid.
Oh, yeah,
even though
yeah.
he's probably older than me.
He's probably old now.
You just always know it's him, because he developed a tone over years, and it's like, now it's him, or Axl Rose or something like that. You're like,
yeah.
It's always like this. But that's, you know who it is. Like, it's like, kind of like, don't try to replicate it.
Yeah.
Just find yours and hope the fuck people like it.
Please don't try to replicate it.
Like, oh, what are you doing? Don't do this. Like, so, fuck. What are the shows like then for you? Because I only ever seen like, do you have a full band or no?
So we do all sorts of things. Like, when we started DK0, the whole concept for me is, because I played in so many fucking different kinds of bands and actually was coming from a 7-piece band into starting DK0. And yeah, but you try to fly a 7-piece band to Europe, it's really fucking expensive. You know, like a $10,000 guarantee, you're still barely getting paid. You know, you're getting like, you know, $100 a day maybe. You know,
everyone here's a bag of peanuts.
Yeah, exactly. It's like, fuck.
Yeah.
So I just personally said, okay, my goal is I want to be able to play with as either a DJ with just the two of us, or I want to do like a 7-piece, you know, like I want to be able to go the full gamut, like as many or as few people as possible. Yeah. And so we've done every iteration of DK0 in a live performance situation. I played with drums, I played without drums. I've done stuff DJ style, I've done stuff with literally 2 guitar players, a bass player, drums, backing vocals, and a keyboardist, you know.
Wow.
And then we've done like 3-piece band, you know.
What's your favorite then, or what do you think translates better?
I think they all work really well, honestly, and it's a different energy. I mean, the songs have a different life and different energy depending on who's there on stage and what we're doing. But at the end of the day, I want to never say no to a gig. Yeah. And I'm fucking sick of being like, oh, the drummer can't fucking make it to the show, so I guess we can't play because I can't hire another drummer because he's the drummer in our band. Like, he'll be pissed or butthurt, you know. So none of that fucking shit. Yeah, none of that.
You see why I don't like musicians? No.
So like DK0, at the end of the day, is me and Kate. You know, and if I can, I will get as many other people on board as possible. Yeah. And I have people I want to use at every show, but it depends on the money. It depends on the situation.
I kind of feel I kind of want to see you in like a tiny club where the stage is like a little bit higher than the floor with just a DJ set and you guys going off.
I think.
I don't know why that just seems appealing. Like, everyone's sweating, probably not right now because we're not out sweating each other. But like, whenever in the world, I feel like that would be so, because it's like it's
pack into a sweaty little bar again.
But it's like it is electronic. Like, it's electronic as well. Like, it's industrial. Yeah. What do you call it? Cause
honestly, like we call it cyber industrial, but the closest thing I feel like it relates to is electronic hardcore.
Yeah, I would be okay with that.
It's kind of where the Prodigy falls into, where they can do full band stuff, they can do DJ stuff. You know, everything that comes out on the record is, you know, produced versus performed. So like, it's kind of fits into that genre in a way. I don't think we sound like the Prodigy, but like,
no, I get what you're saying. Yeah, because I can see, like, I could probably, I would have to see a live band just to see what. Does it translate? Because now I know some of the songs. I'm just like, all right, would it translate? But I can definitely see like those like small little 150
person room, hot and sweaty.
Cram them in there. Yeah, lights start going.
Couple of big subs.
Boom, boom. Oh shit, son!
Yeah, baby.
Turn up those subs, bitch. Like, so, I know, I swear. Because again, like, it's not. I always like. I'm like. whenever I'm like writing songs, that's how I write it. I'm like, how would this translate live? Now, like,
Yeah.
that's always my end goal. I want it to be like, you can write like a killer song, killer ballad, a killer whatever song, and it sounds great on fucking an album. You're like, oh yeah, but it doesn't translate right.
Live?
Yeah, it doesn't. Yeah, so
I feel like that was a big thing that I got out of working with Charles, actually, because I did the first record on my own. He actually went on tour with us after we released it.
Yeah.
So he did a 2-week run, and that was right before we started writing again. And it was straight after that we were like, okay, we need higher energy songs. We need bigger fucking choruses. We need, like, we just knew what we needed after we were touring. And
has Kate ever sang in a
never?
So how did she like do live and stuff?
Dude, she did amazing. Yeah, she's
did
like
the goddamn
fucking
thing.
fish to water, man. Honestly, like she's so uber multi-talented, and I don't know. It was just one of those things where she'd never done it before, and she walked right in and she just started doing it.
Yeah, I'm going to repeat what I said before we had the camera going. Like, my perception of Kate has changed. She kind of ruined it for me, but like really quick to reiterate again. Like, so like because I told you, like, she has this. She's like, what's the cyber modeling, or why was she the stuff she did years ago?
The steampunk.
Sorry, excuse me. She was like a real big steampunk model.
Yeah.
And like, she's like not shy. Like, so let's put it that way.
Not at all.
Like, she's like this big voluptuous, like not big fat. I mean, like big in the right areas, voluptuous and like cute, and like she's like sexy online and everything like that. And then I met you guys, and she walks out and she's like, "All right, mate, what's going on?" I was like, "Ah, crap." And then like talking to you guys for like an entire day, I was like, "Oh, you're sweethearts. This is shit."
Like, I can't follow you now.
I can't. This is like, but I love it. Like, I love it. Like, so that's why, like, now that like I kind of got to know you guys, I'm like, how does she take like just like does. Because like online, she has the persona. Like when you're on stage, you have a persona. I have a persona, but it's more an amplified me.
Yeah. Well, you're already amplified.
Yeah, well, shit, it's the coffee. Yeah, but no, yeah, but that's like, stage for me is just an amplified me. Yeah. That's all it is. It's just like I just get to shout in people's faces and not get punched. Like,
yeah.
But like, is that it for you? Is it like, what's your? Is there a persona for you, or is it something that what are you getting out of it? Like, so?
I mean, I guess I don't necessarily think it's a persona per se.
Persona per se?
Persona per se?
Persona per se?
But I definitely feel like I know how I want a show to go, and I know what the fuck I want people to do, and I want everyone to leave it all on the fucking stage.
Yeah.
And I don't want anything like pre-thought out or anything like that. Fucking nothing, like, at all. Like, the worst thing on the planet to me personally, as a side bass player, is watching a fucking singer plan out his little like and being all sexy under the mic. I'm like, fuck you, dude. I'm like, where's your heart, dude? Where's your fucking heart? Or when he thinks he's really getting into it and he's just going, you know, I'm like, what is this little shoulder bounce, dude?
Face.
I'm like, I'm literally over here like killing and slaying it on the bass, and you're just fucking like shoulder bouncing.
I have
there.
this fucking forever an ongoing joke about Brandon Boyd from Incubus. It's like, that motherfucker just puts clothes on so he can take them off.
So he can take them off.
It's like, and you know what? I'm going to do the same thing. Like, so, now, I don't plan when, but I know that if I wear a bunch of shit, it's coming off. Because I start sweating like a motherfucker. But it's just so funny. Yeah, I know. Like, I get that. Like, I played with a band last year. I can't remember their name. And I don't want to say their name because I didn't enjoy them. But they were like friends of friends of friends. And it was all that. Like, it was all like this weird show voting. Like, like, who are you doing this to? They were like,
what is that?
No one's even, what? It's just like, why are you biting your lip?
I know. Like an overbite, dude.
What are you doing? That's not sexy. Like, and I'm like, is it? Is it sexy? Should I be doing this?
Is anyone else getting a boner? Because I am not.
I might be half chubbed, but like, what the fuck?
Half chubbed.
But that chick over there shaking her tits, and like this guy's biting his lip, and I'm like, I don't know. Like, I don't plan that shit. Like, the only thing I tell the lads that play with me, they're great. I'm like, hey, like, when I'm not in the center of the stage or you have a guitar solo, the stage is yours, guys.
Get over there.
Take it. Like,
dude. Everyone. I want everyone always working the stage at all times. Just seasoned people understand where to be and where the fuck not to be. Don't be in the way.
Yeah.
And if you know the songs, you're gonna know when to get the fuck out of the way because you know something's coming.
You better know the song.
Yeah, you better know the song for sure. So yeah, I try to make sure that I leave it all on the stage.
That's it. I jokingly say is like I kill myself a little bit every time, like so because it kind of hurts. I'm not gonna like, but I don't want it to not hurt either. I wouldn't call myself a masochist, but I'm like, yeah, that's right. I like fucking stab myself in the ear when I'm fucking singing. Ah!
Like at the beginning of my tours, I'll be like, second song in, I'm like,
I immediately regret my decision.
Yeah. I gotta do another chorus.
Can somebody else sing it?
And then finally, by the end of the tour, I'm just like, all the way through, you know.
Yeah. That was
so
like,
I love getting tour season, you know.
Yeah, one of the guys I remember
in tour shape. I guess.
Yeah, after the Wayne Static thing, I remember we played in the Viper Room before, and then
that's a nice hot sweaty.
It's good. I love the Viper Room, like so. But then we did that tour and we came back, and like one of the barmen was my friend Mikey. And he's an asshole. Like, he's just like fucking Jesus. Like, he's not nice to anybody. Like, even me. And I like him. Like, and we played the show. We got off, and he goes, "You look like you just got off a fucking tour." And I was like, going, "Yeah, damn right." Because I rule that shit. Like, so, but it was nice. Like, people, you can see it as well. Like, so like you know what works, what doesn't work as well. Like, that's what I'm saying. Like the lip biting guy with the fuck. Like, he's been doing that every show.
I know.
Not knowing it ain't working, motherfucker. Like, stop doing it.
Trying anything else.
No.
Like,
well, Axl Rose did it, dude.
Feeding off the audience or feeding off the players on stage or just like
what I hate
being in the moment.
What I hate worse, I'll give you. They expect you to not only know their song but sing it. So when they put the mic out, I've seen it too many times.
Yeah.
Sing it.
Yeah. Fucking crickets, you know.
Okay. It's like your song isn't that catchy, dude. Like, and you didn't.
Yeah, they're just like.
Yeah.
You know, like, I fucking hate that, dude.
Oh, that's so good.
Oh my god,
that's the best. I love musicians. No, but that's like, there's the thing. Like, I jokingly say all the time, like, I don't have an ego for the simple reason is I have horrible friends. Yeah. You're gonna meet them all later.
They're gonna tell you the truth,
dude.
Yeah.
So my best review ever. I always talk about Bob. Like, so he just texted me. He might come over there. Like, he's one of my best fucking friends. Like, so I remember we played I played in the Viper Room a lot. So we played in the Viper Room again, and I could always see him in the back corner, and he's having his fucking vodka or whatever the fuck it is. And he goes, got down. He goes, I never ask. Like, he goes, yeah, it was good set, dude. Yeah. First song's really good. Second song was that new one. Yeah, that wasn't bad. Yeah. Third song, absolute garbage. Never play that one again. Fourth song, pretty decent. Like, sixth song's my favorite though. Like, so I was like, wait, what? Go back. What did you say?
Third song, never played again.
You know, it's probably one of the worst songs I've ever heard in my entire life. I was like, going, wow. He's like, do you want a beer? Well, now I do.
He's like, I'm gonna need one.
Yeah. But I like it.
Yeah.
I like it. And that's why, like, I don't have a lot of musician friends. Like, so, like, hey, bro, check out my demo. Tell me what you think.
Sucks.
I don't care. Yeah. Fuck. I quit. Yeah, it's just like, and as well as I don't like many people's music.
Sounds like a demo.
Yeah. You're like, I just paid $4,000.
I know.
Fuck. Oh man. Yeah.
2 days in the studio, man.
Or what will happen is, like, so they know it's really good and they won't fucking tell you.
Oh yeah.
Like musician envy
shut.
or whatever the fuck, like so. But that's why I was so happy. Like when I listened to yours, I was like, oh, I think I like this. It's like, I'll just play it again just in case it's shit. And then I played it, the 4 or 5 songs over and over again for 2 weeks because it was the first thing. I'll leave it on. It's just it is the right amount of catchy for me. It is boppy as fuck as well. Like, it makes you fucking move. I remember the songs immediately. I was singing along all the time. I was like all right. And I became familiar with, like, the quirky little, like, phrasings, and, like, I loved, like, when she started, like, doing her little talky part. She says something there's like a talking part, I think, in one of the songs. Oh god damn it, I'll think of it. It's dude, it's just a good fucking mix. Like, it's like, all right, these are solid songs. I like this. I was like, and I even tell myself, I gotta tell them because like surely that's a good thing to tell people, right? So, hey, your fucking music isn't shit.
Really
like, so, yeah. No, I like it. And that makes me feel good when fucking like, because there's nothing worse than having friends make music and then they legitimately ask you, and I'm like,
yeah,
it was a good try. Like, I don't know what to tell you. Don't ask me. Like, so like it
feels good to be here for a lot of reasons. I know for Kate too, like a big thing for her was like she hadn't done this in a band situation, and she already has like such a big following and a fan base, and also a hefty amount of haters in the world, you know. So there were a lot of eyes on us when we started, and a fuck ton of eyes on us when they were like, "Oh, you're getting signed to Cleopatra. What the fuck you gonna bring out next?" Yeah.
What's the story with that?
So getting signed?
Yeah.
It kind of came out of nowhere, actually, and we definitely weren't looking to sign a deal.
The best way.
You know, we were just trying to be independent. But we were in New York. We got hired by like a startup TV series. They were doing what do you call the sizzle show, the pitch, what's the first the pilot show?
Yeah.
They're doing the pilot show for this new TV series called Lost Cause, and it's about like this cosplay community and getting people coming from like these bad home scenarios and then getting lost in cosplay and finding themselves. So it's kind of dark and weird, and it's in these fucked up clubs in New York, and like these girls like end up going down into this Bulgarian club that looks like a pirate ship, and it's literally there like in this fucked up part of Brooklyn. And so they flew us out there and hired us to like perform Boom Boom.
Social anxiety is on high right now. I'm just like,
yeah, I know. So we
Bulgarian what now?
I know. So we performed Boom Boom on the stage in front of all these people dressed in all this crazy cosplay stuff. For this film?
Do you have footage for this?
Yeah.
Oh, it's in
it's in the pilot. Yeah.
Okay.
And they filmed the whole thing, and they said they would give us the footage, but only after they actually do their pitch and everything's gonna be.
So it was just you and her, like you
just
actually performing it?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Well, so we did the DJ thing. Essentially. So we did like we brought the music and the tracks, and they played the tracks, and we did the vocal performance, and on like a catwalk style thing with people all around us.
There's a fairy, a fucking Zelda, a Tyrannosaurus Rex. Like, what the fuck are you? Was there a react? Or was it?
Yeah, it was fucking great, man. Everyone was just so stoked. They wanted Kato there because she's Kato.
Yeah.
And they wanted us there because they wanted that song in the show. And so, we did it. It was fantastic. We spent like 4 days there in New York.
I love New York.
And we did like a bunch of photo shoots in Manhattan, which was really cool.
I saw some of the pictures.
Yeah, we got some good stuff from outside. This Australian photographer who's a fan of Kate was there, and he literally messaged me through Instagram, was like, "Hey, I'm a big fan of Kato. I'm this photographer. I'm in town right now. I'm in Manhattan."
Yeah.
He's like, "I'm probably 10-minute ride away from where you guys are.
Done. See you then.
Do you want to? Can I follow you around through the city and just take photos of you?" And we're like, I was like, we're just looking at the Ghostbusters place, and we're just gonna like wander around. So we literally just walked the length of Manhattan, just checking shit out. And he was like, "Oh, we're gonna do some shoots here. We're gonna check the shoots here." And so we were just doing it all the way to Times Square.
What was there?
So it was amazing.
I'm curious. Like, what was the reaction from her? Oh, go on. Sorry, you have more?
Oh no. So I was just gonna get to how we got to Cleopatra. But
if you
wanted
to. No, keep going. Yeah.
Oh, so we did all that stuff, and then our last night there, we're pretty burned out because we've been staying up, all the way till the sunrise on every single night, as you do.
Yeah.
So last night we walked down to this corner bar where we were staying basically, and we're like, all right, let's just we're gonna grab a couple beers and just like say goodbye to New York and go get some sleep, and we'll catch a taxi tomorrow morning and get to the airport. And we're there for a couple hours. It's pushing about 11:30, almost midnight, and I got a message through Instagram from this guy Kyle, and he was like, "Hey man, this is Kyle from Cleopatra Records, and I noticed that your song Acid Rocket's kicking ass and Boom Boom's kicking ass, and I'd love to talk to you guys. Where are you?" And I'm like, "Well, we're in New York, but we'll be back in LA in a couple days." And he's like, "Cool, when you get back, hit me up and let's schedule a meeting at the label." And I was like, "Fuck, that sounds awesome."
Okay.
So we stopped talking. I show everybody that, and I'm like, we're fucking drinking. Let's get another round.
Shots.
Shots. So yeah, we stayed up all night that night. Yeah, we got back, went and talked to Kyle, and turns out, do you know anything about Cleopatra?
Not at all. That's why I was curious.
Oh.
Like, so I'm not trying to be rude
they're,
about it. Like,
they're
just,
fantastic. If you don't mind me talking a little bit about
go.
them, they're a family. They're like
so
an
Cleopatra,
independent label.
I got a band. What's going on?
Yeah.
No, okay. Go on, tell me. Like,
I know some people over there.
That's all I need.
So they're an independent label, family owned and operated. Brian
From here?
Yep.
Oh,
they
okay.
live. They're right just in Santa Monica.
Okay.
And Brian Pereira is the owner, and he started it. Basically, he was, if I remember correctly, running merch and making T-shirts for Lemmy and a bunch of other artists around the time that he was kind of running things in LA, you know.
Yeah.
And he and Lemmy had a record that Motorhead record, I think, that he hadn't released in the U.S. He only did a European release for it, and no one was picking it up. And Brian was like, "Hey,
when was this?
This was a while ago, dude. This was
Okay.
like he started the label in
That's
1992,
weird.
91 or
Fuck,
92."
okay.
And so Brian said, "Hey, Lemmy, I want to release this record in the U.S. for you. I've got a connection over at this label. Would you let me run with it and get this done?" And he was like, "Yeah, I'm not going to release it here in the U.S., so go for it."
Shit.
And so Brian got a deal through I can't remember which one it is, so I don't want to say the wrong names because the information's out there on the. But he talked to a bigger label, got a distribution deal, and started his own label essentially through as a subsidiary there on independently,
Jesus.
and released that one Motorhead record, and that like started the whole deal.
So who are Motorhead again? Worked out for him.
Worked out for him.
Well, not now, but you know. Whatever.
So I mean, now the catalog, the discography that he has is fucking huge.
Wow.
And
I gotta do some more.
and
Googling.
it's like him and his son is Kyle. That's the guy that talked to me.
Yeah.
And Brian's brother, I think, I think he runs most of the distribution side of things.
Sick.
And then they have a really solid team of people there, Benny and Ken and oh god, there's like 2 or 3 other guys that I have met a couple times, but those are the guys I talk to all the time.
Yeah.
But they're super sweet. They're just like family. I can text them any day, anytime.
Distribution
they all
is
respond.
like the hardest fucking part for especially unsigned bands. It's just like
it's so nice. Like, I mean, going from doing it yourself, obviously you make 100% of everything when you do it yourself. You sign with a label, you're going to give a little bit up.
Yeah.
But then I'm also dealing with the Orchard now. So in terms of like releasing a song, it kind of hits the front end of priorities for smaller bands.
Yeah.
You know, I'm not a huge band.
Yeah.
I'm tiny.
Yeah.
But it at least gets on the radar
Yeah.
a lot quicker. They can also collect money from countries that CD Baby can't.
That's amazing.
You know, like they can get into the harder to reach spots.
Yeah.
And they also have like music licensing. Not that CD Baby doesn't. Everybody has sync licensing and stuff, and DistroKid, all that stuff. But I don't know. For me personally, so far from what I can see, the Orchard seems to be just a step above. You know, independent. So it's nice.
I don't know. I'm old school. I know everyone's like, "Oh, you can do it by yourself now online." I'm like, but
You can, but and I've spent my whole fucking career being independent, you know, and most of the bands I've been in have taken pride in being independent and all of that. I've taken pride in being independent, but it's nice to not have to handle all of it myself now.
Well, also like name recognition helps. I don't care what anyone says.
Dude,
like so,
it really
doesn't matter how shitty your deal. And I don't mean shitty deal, but like.
And it's not a shitty deal.
Yeah, but I mean like in a like even if it's like you're like I'm not talking 360 deals or anything like that, but like if it's like well, we're signing you on, we're going to develop you and blah blah blah, and that means we're going to help you and publicize you more, and just the distribution alone is a massive headache not to fucking take care of yourself. So it's like, yeah, all right, and it's going to cost you X amount of percent, because like the thing is like you can have 100% of nothing or 50% of something. Like, so,
well, absolutely, I'm 100% with you, and I mean, from what I can tell to you, I mean, Cleopatra has relationships to people who can help, I'm sure, develop you, or I'm sure get you remixes or do all that stuff. I don't need to be guided towards development at this point in my career, but I do need the distribution. I want it. You know, I want someone else handling the making and the physical selling of my CDs so that I'm not the only one packaging it up and sending it out and dealing with it, especially when I'm on the road or like
still do it.
Not doing
it's so
other
much
stuff.
fun.
And I do too. You know, my first record goes through my website and I fucking handle it, but like, you know,
all those envelopes I like.
No.
Gross.
But it's nice. It feels good.
Yeah. But also it's an accomplishment for you as well. Like, it's just I don't know. That's why, like, I still like labels. I still like the idea of labels. I still like. I know it's not the same, but
I think they've been changing and growing as well. You know, I don't think it's all bad. I don't think that they're. Obviously, you can get a shit deal and probably get one quicker than you can get a better deal.
For sure.
But I think there's so many benefits. Absolutely. And I mean, the major benefit alone is I'll be in a meeting there talking to Brian, and then as soon as I come out, there's fucking Spider waiting on the couch to talk to Brian. And I get to say, "Oh, hey, what's up, dude? I'm Derek from DK0. How's it going?"
Label?
Yeah.
Oh, shit. That's
hilarious.
Hey,
I'm Derek from DK0. How you doing, man? Oh, dude, I'm a big fan of yours, bro. Like, dude, I hope one day I can fucking tour.
You know that tour you're doing?
I hope one day I can tour with you guys or open up for you, man. You
I know a guy that knows a guy that might make this happen for me.
And then it's really cool because like a week later you see them follow you on Instagram and it's like,
boom.
Oh shit, okay, awesome, you know, and now the dialogue is open and like, you know, I don't get to meet people like that outside of those scenarios. So
I think the reason I would be successful with like a label representative is like they can get to know me and vouch for me that I'm not a fucking giant asshole.
Exactly. Because
like,
your friends can't.
Yeah. no, they can't. Like, so, but it does help because like I'm very abrasive anyway, so it doesn't matter. And like my main problem I've ever had with like record guys is I think they're all soft. And I'll chew them up and eat them for breakfast, and they don't like me because of it. Like, so, or they don't like that I'm like, you need to be more malleable. I'm like, you mean I need to kiss your ass is what you're saying. No, I'm the artist. You kiss my ass, motherfucker. And I go, what? It goes, we're not interested. I'm like, all right, I get it. Like, I let's say I've lost more record deals I've signed, and I've signed a few. Like, so, but it's just like, it's the same thing all the time. It's just like they're, again, I don't know, maybe if it's a character defect in me or something like that, but I'm very like, I did this. I made all this. This is mine. Like, so. Yeah. Help me make this bigger.
Help me make it better. Yeah.
I'm all ears. Like, I'm all help me. I want good information. Like, so. Yeah. I like working with people. I love working with people. It makes it, but not like, don't tell me what to do because what you found me because I did this. So like, that's like, it's weird. Like, again, the manufactured bands is another thing.
Well,
but.
I mean, that's the thing that I like about these guys, and I'm sure that many independent labels are like this, but they're just. They know I'm doing a good job. They see the numbers on my singles that I'm releasing, and they're like, "You want to sign? You know, do you need some help?" Like, and they just assume that I know what the fuck I'm doing. You know, they do.
No, he knows what he's doing.
And they're like,
Jesus.
They're like, tell me what your next single is. I'm like, fucking, you tell me, dude.
Next Monday. Just drop fucking DK0. No. He knows what he's doing.
No. It was actually fun because like I being so close to the music and like. At the end of this last record, like producing the second half of it and really pushing my abilities to the end of what I knew how to do. By the time I handed the physical copies over, not that you do anymore, you just fucking email them to people. But by
here's the link.
Here's my demo, bro.
It's a cassette. Yeah. Then you drew the cover.
Here's my cassette. Here's my 8-track.
Good times.
Big smiley face.
Yeah.
But yeah, by the time I passed it off, literally Ken was like, well, what song do you want to be the single? And I just looked at him right in the eyes and I'm like, dude, I'm way too close to this thing. I said, seriously, I'm so proud of every fucking song on this record right now. Like, just point and I'll be behind it. I'm seriously, I feel like every song has a shot. So you just tell me what you think.
So they chose the Boom
and
Boom
so
one?
I chose Boom Boom.
Okay.
Yeah.
Good choice.
But they did I also chose Replicate. They chose the Switch Me On, which was the Kato one where she's in. Did you see that video?
I watched the music videos.
Yeah, where she's in that she's, you know, in a couple different rooms. She's got the dudes around
Yeah,
her.
yeah.
So they chose that one, and I think they did a good job. So
good job, Cleopatra Records.
Yeah.
For any inquiries about my band, it's triggerwithin@gmail.com. But you know, whatever, don't be kidding. We might be doing a Backstreet Boys covers.
Bam!
I'll do all the harmonies, like, so all of them. Like, so, they're so much fun. No, dude, I like it. I like what you did. I'm just happy I got to meet you in person, and like, as I said, like, one of the lads, Felix, he's coming over. UFC is on in less than an hour, so we're going to go after this.
We gotta get some burritos too, don't we?
Oh yeah, we gotta get it all. We're doing it all. We'll show you the good life up here in the valley. But no, it's like, for me, just to conclude, because we're like, I want to make sure we have time to get settled and get all our food and stuff.
Yeah.
Like, I'm so happy I did get to meet you guys, and like, so, and I'm so happy
I
that I got
to meet you.
Oh, God.
Oh my God.
Emoji, Asian guy. That'll make Kate laugh, at least I know. Every time I post that on Instagram, she just sends me a fucking laughing face. I'm just like, it's funny every time. The little kid. It's so funny. People are gonna watch this and go, that guy is a homophobe, and bro, don't say homo. What the fuck? Shut the fuck up. I'm in my house, I'll say whatever
my
the fuck
podcast.
I've got the mic, so you'll listen to everything I have to say. You will listen to me. So no, it's cool. I like it. I'm glad you're here as well. So I want to hang out and just. But I'm even more happy that I like your band. I'm like, oh God, thank God. I was like, that would be so. I think maybe I don't not like musicians. I don't like their bands.
I don't like your band.
Like, I can't be your friend because you're going to ask me one day if you think your band is good, and I'm going to look at you, and I don't lie, so I'm going to be like,
you're going to ask me to go to one of your shows, and I'm going to have to say no.
But dude, what did you think? I'm like, oh no. Just, I've already deleted and blocked you on Facebook. It's just easier this way.
It's better that way.
Yeah, just take it as that. Like,
just a clean slate. Yeah.
Throw me out some links, whatever. Like, so where do people find everything?
You can find most of our stuff on dk0.com. The other place you can find it is through cleorex.com, Cleopatra Records.
Shit.
So that's where you'll find both albums, all the merch, everything. We do have a Patreon. I run it myself. It's been lacking lately.
As is everybody's.
But I plan on getting back into that lately.
What's the Patreon?
It's just DK0.
Okay, cool.
Just backslash DK0.
Yeah, so like everybody else, artists need money, musicians need money. I need money. I got cats to put through college. God damn it! So you can Venmo me at Jimmy Trigger. Cash App's Jimmy Trigger. The PayPal is triggerwithin@gmail.com. Patreon is patreon.com/Jimmy Trigger. $1 goes a long way. I did offer dick pics one day, and I made $300 by accident. And then I sent a picture of like an actual guitar pick with the word "dick" written across it.
Nice.
No one got angry. That's the main thing. Actually, it was more like, "Ooh, you got me." I was like, and it was mostly women.
You're like, "No, I got the money."
I was like, "I will send you back the money. I don't mind. I am so sorry. It was a joke, but it worked." So yeah, no, absolutely support all, like, anyone that. Well, actually, no, I don't. Just support the good bands, okay? Just like, fuck the shitty ones. No, I'm kidding. Support all of them. Whatever. We need this all to get back into the real world when everything opens up again. And
absolutely. Can I just say one thing about like Spotify and supporting bands? Spotify did this COVID relief fund, and most of the bands that I fucking love have on the very front of their page a link that says COVID relief. If you press it, it goes money straight to the band. It's like tipping the band from the fucking bar.
I did not know that.
Just go to your favorite band's Spotify, click on their fucking COVID support button. It's a Cash App or a PayPal or whatever. It just goes straight to them.
I only accept Benjamins, so $100 bills.
Yeah.
I will take quarters. I need to do laundries. I need to do it all. Look, we're going to hang out for the entire night, so we may even hug on the couch or cuddle or something.
Oh my God, we're going to cuddle.
Oh my God.
Wait till I get that burrito in my mouth first. I'll be like, I'll
give you a burrito.
It feels so good.
I'll give you this meat burrito. Irish burrito. Fucking nice one. All right. You're beautiful, man.
You're beautiful.
I appreciate it. Come back.
Love you.
Bring the missus.
I will.
I think we're almost there. God. Kate, be jealous. That's all I'm saying. Just anyway. And hello to your missus. Hello to everyone else. Hello to blah blah blah. We did all the links. That's it. Cats are asleep. We're going to watch UFC. And I'll teach you everything you need to know, and we'll eat food. Okay.
Awesome.
Everyone else, get the fuck out of my house. This is the Triggerman Podcast. Fuck off. Bye. Okay, see ya. I'm not good at goodbyes. Son of a bitch. So emotional.